guys, so it's another gardening video and I have a lot of harvesting in this video. So I've been able to use a lot of the stuff already for like recipes, and I've made pickles, and so yeah, I'm enjoying the harvest. So let's just get into the clips. So I woke up to 3 of these zucchinis that my husband cut off of the vine. So we've got that one. This one's a little funky shaped. And then this one right here. I need to learn how to make zucchini bread because that would be perfect. I love zucchini bread, and we have a whole bunch. So we have a bunch more cherry tomatoes that were ready to come off. So I just wanted to show you how big this spaghetti squash has gotten. That's huge. So these are the Burbless Cucumbers, and we have a few more that are started that are getting kind of big. Not ready to come off yet, but look how long that one's gotten. Still too skinny yet. And there's a twin. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? I've never seen that before. We've got another one that's growing down here. We've got another one through here. It's gotten pretty long, but I want that to fatten up a little more before I pick it. So this is the Pickling Cucumber plant, and we've got one growing down here. We've got one over here. There's one up here. So we finally have a yellow squash that's ready to come off. And here we are. Look how big that is. So I just wanted to show you how big these have gotten. These are the Carolina Gold tomatoes. So these are supposed to get the yellow color, and they're getting pretty big. So I'm expecting these to change color pretty soon, hopefully. Okay, so I'm super excited. You know how I said the birds were eating all the blackberries? Well, look. We finally have a few that the birds did not get to. Whoop! There is one. This one hasn't fully changed color yet, but I'm scared if I don't take it off now that it's going to be gone. So there's 2. I found one up at the top. Here's another one. There's one right here that's like bleeding. I believe a bird was pecking at that before I came over here, because I did hear something fly out of the bush. I'm going to leave that one up though, because I don't need one that a bird has been eating. There's another one that a bird was eating. But I mean, at least we have 4 that we can try. Okay, so these are the hot red cherry peppers, and I haven't showed these in a while because they've kind of just been dormant and staying the same size. But if you can see the one down here, it is starting to turn red. I'm actually super excited because I've been waiting for this one pretty much as long as I was waiting for the sweet cherry ones. All right, so these are the sweet cherry. And look how dark. They're all getting pretty dark. I'm kind of excited. I can't wait till they're like bright red. So our second eggplant is getting pretty long. Look at that. This one is higher up than the one on the other plant. So this one will actually probably get longer than the other one did. And then here's the little baby one up here. And then we have a new cucumber started on the, what is this called? The Tasty Green. So I'm excited about that. This plant right here has only gotten so big because some deer have been coming by and just eating it through the fence. So that's why that's chopped off right there. There's pieces that are chopped off through the other side. Like this plant keeps trying to grow through the fence, and every time it grows through the fence, a deer will eat it. We do have another little baby cucumber started right here, but this one's not producing as much as the other cucumber plant because of the fact that it keeps getting eaten by deer. So I didn't show this before because there's nothing really on it yet, but it's gotten pretty big. And this is our grapevine. It's getting huge. It usually doesn't start producing until like the end of July, early August, sometimes a little later, but It is kind of covered in lanternflies right now, which lanternflies love grapevines. So we need to spray something on this to get these off, because look, I'm shaking it and they're not coming off. So it's covered just on this side. So I cut one of the jalapenos off the plant because it's just getting too heavy. So we have to start cutting some of them off. Right here, this is one of the Burbless Cucumbers, and it's gotten huge, so this one is coming off today. And here it is. So I just wanted to show the progress on this squash, the butternut. That is huge, and it's so heavy. Also wanted to show the progress on the spaghetti squash here. That one's getting huge too. So I wanted to show you guys, this is the orange bell pepper. It had just been to here and I thought it was kind of dying, but now we've got new plant sprouting out of the top, and we've got some budding going on at the top as well. So I'm super excited. I thought this plant was dying, but it is coming back. So these are from yesterday. I picked them kind of in a hurry because I had things to do that day, but and I didn't get a chance to film. But I did get another one of these yellow squashes. I got a cucumber. This is one of the Burbless Cucumbers. I got a pepper. This is the sweet banana pepper. A jalapeno. My husband said I need to start cutting a little bit of them off just because the plant is getting a little too heavy right now because there's so many forming. So I cut that off, and then a bunch of cherry tomatoes. So these two just got a little bit too big. I guess they kind of just got lost in the plant, and I really did not see how big they've gotten until today. So those are huge, but these are two zucchinis. Typically I guess you don't want them to get that big because they start to get more bitter the bigger they get. But I'm gonna see if maybe I can make like zucchini bread or something with these. I don't know, but they're huge. So there's another Burbless cucumber that I just picked off. This is my butternut squash. It's gotten huge. I think I'm just supposed to wait until it turns like a tan, like till all these, like, I'm not sure though, but a tan color before we're supposed to pick it off. But it's huge. It looks almost full grown. This is the progress on my spaghetti squash, which I'm pretty sure is supposed to turn a yellow color when it's time to come off, but that has gotten huge as well. So this is almost ready to pick. This is the hot red cherry pepper, and it's almost all red. It needs to get a little bit brighter before it's ready to pick. This is the purple beauty pepper. And as you can see, it's all like a dark purple, blackish kind of color. It just needs to get bigger. So here are the sweet cherry peppers. This one's starting to crack at the top, so I'm gonna pull that one off. And then we've got a smaller one in the back, but it's fully red. So that one's coming off too. So this is one of our eggplant plants, and we've got another one coming through on the first plant that we already picked an eggplant off of. And then here is the progress on these eggplants. They're getting bigger. And we've got a tasty green cucumber ready to come off. There we go. So we've got another yellow squash. And then these are the tomatoes from today, the cherry tomatoes that were ripe. So this is the Carolina Reaper, and I just wanted to show we've got, I'm not going to touch these because apparently the oils will seep into your skin, but there is one right there got another one right there. They're actually sprouting up all over this plant. Also wanted to show off the green peppers. We've got 3 of them growing on this plant, if you can see. And these are my tomatoes, and if you can see, this one's starting to get some red color to it. So I really wanted to taste the sweet cherry red pepper. Oh my God. That is beyond sweet. It's full of seeds, but I've never had a pepper that sweet before. That is really, I cannot wait for more of these. I'm so excited. Are a lot more cherry tomatoes that I picked off today. And these grew basically overnight. It was crazy. There are 1, these are pickling cucumbers, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holy crap. So my husband cooked up some of the squash and zucchini. The mushrooms and the onions are not from our garden though. Those were already in our fridge. He also added fresh dill, basil, and parsley from our garden in there as well. And here are 3 more pickling cucumbers that I missed. So I don't know. I may wait until I have more and make a few jars of pickles, or I may make another one. I'm not sure yet. We have a zucchini and 3 of the Burbless Cucumbers. So this is the hot red cherry pepper, and I'm gonna give it like 1 or 2 more days to sort of brighten up with the red, but it's gonna be ready to pick really soon. So I just wanted to show these right here are the Roma tomatoes, and look, they are finally getting some color. And I believe these are slicing tomatoes, but I'm not sure. But this one is gonna wait for it definitely to get more deeper in color, but it's started turning red. Also wanted to show the progress on the cabbage. Look at that. There's a big cabbage ball right there. We've got it in all 4. And then here we just have little cabbage started in there, but so that yellow squash right there, I'm gonna cut that off. There we are. So today we were able to pick off a zucchini and 1 of the Burpless cucumbers and a whole bunch more of the cherry tomatoes. So not a super huge harvest today. We got 1 zucchini. We have this one, which is the hot red cherry pepper. And then this one is the sweet red cherry pepper. Then we have a really huge pickling cucumber and another one which was stuck in the fence, and I tried to like pull it out and I ended up ripping it in half. The other half is still connected inside the fence, so I'm gonna have to like go in there and get that out. But yeah, I'm just gonna probably toss that one or eat half of it. I'm not sure yet. So my husband's gonna try the red hot pepper.
Red hot cherry peppers.
This is only 5,000 Scoville, so it's supposed to be milder than a jalapeno. So
I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be pretty hot.
That's full of seeds too. Oh, you went right for it. Was it as bad as you thought? You look like you're having some trouble. Okay, so is it hotter than a jalapeno for you?
A little warm. It's sweet too, though. It's actually really good underneath of the heat.
Seeds?
Yeah.
No seeds next time. So for today's harvest, we have 1, 2, 3 zucchini, 1 yellow squash, 1 pickling cucumber, 1 tomato, and this is one of the bigger ones. It's, I think, a slicing tomato, but I'm not sure. It's not quite all the way ripe, but I did pick it because in my experience with bigger tomatoes, when you leave them on the vine to get ripe, after they get like this amount of color, they start to crack like up here. As you can see, it's kind of already starting. So they start to crack up at the top, and then it starts to kind of like crack all the way down. So I like to pick them right before they're ripe, when they have like this amount of color, and then I just leave them out for a little bit and they start to darken in color and sweeten up and ripen. So that's why I picked this one a little early. So this won't be ready to eat for a couple of days. And then we have 2 of the Burbless cucumbers, and this one kind of grew in a funky shape. And then I picked this many of the cherry tomatoes. So this is the white eggplant, and we now have little white eggplants started. There's 3 of them. It's really hard to see them all. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. So this is the Calif, Carolina Reaper plant. And if you can see, we have little Reaper peppers all over on the inside of this. So today was a very small harvest, just 1 of these pickling cucumbers and then a whole bunch of cherry tomatoes. And we also have this little Roma tomato that fell off the vine. As you can see, it's still green up at the top, so it needs several days to sit in the sun to ripen. So for today's harvest, we have 2 of the Burbless cucumbers and 1 of the yellow squash. And then this is the tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes that I picked today. These are the Hungarian Hot Wax Peppers, and look, this one is starting to turn red in color. This one hasn't for some reason, but this one has. These have been on here as long as the other 2 that were picked off. And there's a new one started right here in the back and right there. And these sweet cherry peppers have new ones started on them as well. I'm super excited because those were delicious. And here's the progress of the purple beauty pepper. It's getting huge, a lot bigger than the first one that was picked off. This butternut squash has gotten huge. Look at that. I'm not really sure, like, is it supposed to get tan in color before you pick it, or is it ready to go? I'm gonna have to look that up. This spaghetti squash, look at that. This has gotten beyond huge too, and it's still not yellow yet. So that's everything for this video. There's definitely more harvesting to come. I can't wait for all the peppers. I'm excited to start like pickling the peppers and whatnot. And I'm also excited for the larger tomatoes. I've had a lot of the cherry tomatoes, but I'm ready for the bigger tomatoes to start making some recipes and stuff with them, and tomato sauce. And I'm super excited for the butternut and the spaghetti squash. So hopefully those will be done soon. But that is everything for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have an awesome day. Bye.